Okay, we're in for a treat today. We're going to do 10 minutes, which I would consider an introductory kind of time frame of legs up the wall. So it's going to be exactly as it sounds. We're going to want to lay a yoga mat down so that you have something for your back. And I want you to grab like a blanket or a towel and fold it up. You might want this, you might not, but we're going to have it just placed off of our mat so that it's easily accessible if we need the extra support, and I'll show you how you might want to incorporate this as we go. If you're somebody, I forgot mine today recording here, but I have a weighted eye pillow. If you're somebody who likes the relaxation of having complete darkness, you might want to place something over your eyes. I know in some yoga classes, that's where we'll put like a cloth with some essential oils over our eyes as we practice this. It's a great alternative to Shavasana, so it's great to throw in like at the end of a yoga practice just for a few minutes, or honestly do this at any time, maybe before bed or something like that. If you're not familiar with benefits of inversion, I'll just quickly kind of list some of them. So blood is a great beneficiary of having our legs elevated because of gravity. You know, lots of things pump in a downward fashion easily, much more easily than the circulation of pulling things back up towards the top. So when we get our legs lifted, it helps blood come back down the legs, back towards the heart in more of kind of an assisted way. Lymphatic drainage and lymphatic circulation through the body is probably my favorite reason for using this. I really fell in love with legs up the wall when I was pregnant because at that time I was carrying a lot of excess fluid in my ankles and my feet, and the elevation was so relaxing and felt so comfortable for me just to take all that pressure off of my lower body. So our lymphatic system also is what sort of helps our immunity. So when we're processing viruses and bacteria and all different things like that, we need the strength of our lymphatic system to make that happen. And what's really unique about the lymphatic system is that it's not the same as our cardiovascular system. So with our cardiovascular system, we have the heart, and that'll pump and push blood through the body. The lymphatic system doesn't have a pump. The pump is movement, yoga, to twist and put our bodies in positions, movements, and ways that we can just keep that lymphatic or lymph fluid circulating and moving through the body. Okay, so this is a great support for that. Very relevant in COVID times, right? So to get up on the wall, this is everybody's scariest part. We're going to inch our bum really close. Okay, and then there's not really a right or a wrong. You just want to slowly start to drop your body down and swing your legs up. Okay, so a couple of things here. Ideally, inch your bum as close to the wall as you can get it, and it'll take you a second, especially if this is your first time, to kind of feel comfortable here. The alternative to that, obviously, to take pressure off would be to inch yourself away from the wall, okay? So just see how your hamstrings feel. You want to be relaxed. Like I said, you don't want to feel too tight. Now, this is somewhere, once you lay here for a second, you might want to check with how you feel using the assistance of your blanket or your towel. Two ways you can do this. One, some people like to put something underneath their head, but also anybody with some low back, kind of lumbar or SI issues might feel some nice relief or nice support by putting that blanket underneath your hips. Okay, so I'm just going to let you decide. And then just try to relax. Let's just focus on our breath here for a few moments. Close your eyes for sure. Try to relax your upper body. Just feel heavy through your chest, heavy through your shoulders. Let the palms of your hands be up towards the ceiling so you can relax and don't stress and grip through your hands into the floor. I like to feel the relaxed kind of curve of my fingers. And then just track that sensation all the way up the arms. all the way up the tops of the shoulders, into the jaw, into the ears. There's plenty of times in my life where I've just come to this position as I am in right now, and I just hang out here for what feels like forever. It's very relaxing. You could certainly stay here, and it would be a great asset sort of to your circulation and benefit to your body to just be supported and have your legs lifted. But for the purpose of today, I want to show you a few things that we can do. So we're going to keep the left heel connected to the wall, and we're going to bend the right knee. So you can either hold on top of the knee. I prefer to interlace my hands behind my thigh, and just move your right ankle, maybe drawing some circles or even just shaking, pointing and flexing your toe. Completely organic movement, just whatever feels good to you. And spend a second just releasing if you have the back of the thigh. We're all going to switch the grip to anywhere along the shin that you can. Just give your leg a little hug in towards your body. Maybe take a deep breath and then slowly change. Place that right heel against the wall, and we'll bring the left foot away. So again, just try to keep the leg heavy and relaxed. Get a little movement through the ankle and the foot. If you're retaining some fluid, then you'll likely feel it. I know I myself have sometimes experienced almost little pins and needle type feeling, tingling, I guess is the right description. Okay, so whenever you're done there, see if you can grab a hold of the shin, just folding your left leg, hugging it in just for a moment, and then releasing both feet back to the wall. Again, just take your hands away from the torso, away from the spine, palms up, allowing your shoulders to open and relax, and then we're going to let the heels slide open. If you feel any hesitation here, just go to where you feel comfortable. If you can trust yourself, I would suggest that you try to just let gravity dictate where your legs are going to end up. And what I mean by that is we can get so protective through the inner thighs and through the groin, and we'll really start to clench and hold our body, especially if you're somebody who's ever experienced any groin injury or pelvic injury. Once you get to kind of your end destination here, I want you just to really concentrate on softening the thighs, letting your feet be heavy. Try to let go of any feeling of clenching or holding the muscles in your lower body. Focus on your breath. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. So if you're more advanced or feel more comfortable with the strength of your core, you can certainly draw belly in here and try to slide your feet together, keeping your legs straight. The rest of us are going to bend our knees just a little more gingerly. Walk the heels back in so that they are straight up the wall. I'm going to show you a couple options for doing a twist using the wall. So we're going to walk our feet to about a 90-degree angle. It's not really that important, the angle. And I want you just to see how you feel in your back as you walk your feet towards the right. And maybe lower yourself right down into this twist. If that doesn't feel correct to you or feel good in your body, then just walk your feet to the outside or to the right side of your torso. Focus on keeping connection through both shoulders and breathing into this left side of your abdomen. Anybody who's all the way down, you're going to do the same thing. So deep breaths into this exposed section of the belly. Some people might be in between the two spots, and if you practice this again or at a different time, you could use some blocks or some blankets and wedge them underneath your bottom leg just to lift yourself up a little bit. Let's just take one more breath and then walk your feet back up one at a time or both at the same time. Just go slowly, pausing at the center. So both feet straight up the wall. I want you to point your toes as much as you can. Just get a little stretch down the fronts or the tops of the legs. Opening the ankles. Good, and then just relax your feet. Let's make our way over to the other side, into our twist. So you can go slowly here, bend your knees. Take your feet at least to the outside or the left side of your body, possibly all the way down into a spinal twist, if that feels good for you. Deep breaths into the exposed section, so right side of the abdomen. Try to imagine like you're blowing a balloon up into your belly. And then when you're ready, slowly again here, making our way back to the center. If you've maintained or kept this folded blanket under your back, press your feet into the wall, lift your bum, and slide the blanket away. Okay? We're all going to bring our feet now to the wall. Bend your knees as much as you feel comfortable so your feet can be nice and flat. The hands are going to move, so we have them out beside us currently. Let's take them down by our hips, palms down if you would like to, and we're going to come into kind of a modification of bridge. So just lifting the bum. This is a really good way to build into shoulder stand for people who would like to try that. See if you can get some energy through the feet, really pressing them into the floor. We're only going to spend a moment here. Just wanted to use this as an opportunity to kind of show you some things you could do. And then let's roll the spine down nice and slow. Just one vertebrae at a time until our bum is down. So, friends, you certainly could just let the video finish up. You could stay here with your legs in whatever position is most comfortable. Close your eyes, spend a little time breathing and just relaxing. And if you're curious as to the best way to get off of here, I would like you to bend your knees, and what we're going to do is roll to our side, for those of us who are coming with me, and just come into the fetal position. And I want you to be intentional about taking your time here. Sometimes people just naturally get really panicky when they're trying to get themselves out of kind of a strange position with their body. So just give yourself a second. Just know that you're okay. We're just laying on our side. Before you try to just roll really quickly or do anything to get up, just find the best way for you to slowly bring yourself back up to a seated position. Let's just sit back against the wall for a second. You can bend your knees, or you could stack or cross your legs. Just feel the support of the wall. Close your eyes. Again, take some time to stay here if this feels good for you. And I'm gonna finish off our little video. Pick and choose how you would like to incorporate this legs up the wall into your life. And if you want to continue now, like I said, go ahead and do that. Thank you for joining me. Hope you guys are enjoying our videos. Kind thoughts, kind words, kind hearts. Namaste, and I'll see you again tomorrow.